Are you storing your lifetime memories on a single disk? Well, you are about to get fucked. You see, a data disk cannot and is not meant to store data for a lifetime. Your data will eventually fade away. Data in a hard disk is stored in magnetic directions. Over time, that magnetic power can weaken, so your data can become unreadable. Also, those magnetic directions can be flipped, literally changing your data. A hard disk typically can store data for 5 to 10 years. Solid-state drives are even worse. An SSD traps electrons in microscopic cells to store data, but those electrons can leak. If left unpowered, your data can typically last for 1-2 years. I'm not saying how much a disk will last, but how much time it can store data. Optical disks are a little better. They store data in a thin organic dye layer. Some high-quality optical disks can store data from 5 to 10 years to decades. There's something called an M disk. It stores data in a physical, rock-like layer. That's why data on an M disk can theoretically last up to 1,000 years. But M disks are very costly per gigabyte. A better way to archive data is LTO tape. It stores data by magnetizing microscopic regions on a long plastic tape. What I'm saying is, it can last up to 30 years if stored optimally. LTO tape is also extremely cheap per terabyte, which is why most big companies archive their data onto LTO tape. Nevertheless, normal people like us mostly have access to a hard disk or SSD. That's why, if you're trying to store all your childhood memories, you should have a backup for your backup or replace the disk every few years.